Have you ever noticed how some people seem to live as if life bends in their favor, while others grind endlessly, hustling and stressing? These rare individuals move with a different kind of energy. They don't beg for opportunities. Opportunities beg for them. They don't run after wealth. Wealth runs after them. It almost feels unfair, like the universe itself has secretly chosen them for a path of endless favor. But the truth is, nothing about it is an accident. These people live by a set of principles, consciously or unconsciously, that shift reality in their direction. And once you understand these principles, you'll see why money, success, and abundance chase them instead of the other way around. Most people live life reacting to problems, stuck in fear, or chasing after things they believe will make them happy. But chosen ones, the rare few who seem to attract wealth without chasing it, understand that reality is shaped from the inside out. Their mindset, their energy, and their decisions create a pull so strong that even money can't resist it. And here's the twist. You don't have to be born into this. You can align yourself with the same truths and start living as if you too are chosen. Because the secret isn't in chasing harder. It's in becoming the kind of person wealth cannot ignore. Most people live life reacting to problems, stuck in fear, or chasing after things they believe will make them happy. But chosen ones, the rare few who seem to attract wealth without chasing it, understand that reality is shaped from the inside out. Their mindset, their energy, and their decisions create a pull so strong that even money can't resist it. And here's the twist. You don't have to be born into this. You can align yourself with the same truths and start living as if you too are chosen. Because the secret isn't in chasing harder. It's in becoming the kind of person wealth cannot ignore. So let's break this down. What do chosen ones actually do differently? Why does money seem to follow them everywhere they go? And how can you tap into the same magnetic energy? Let's start with one of their greatest secrets. Their ability to see opportunities where the rest of the world only sees obstacles. Life throws storms at everyone. Some people drown in the rain. Others learn how to plant seeds that thrive in it. This is the mindset of chosen ones. They don't see setbacks as dead ends, but as hidden doors waiting to be opened. To the average person, rejection feels like failure. To a chosen one, rejection is simply redirection, proof that something better is on the horizon. This subtle shift in perception makes them powerful magnets for wealth, because where others freeze in fear, they step forward in faith. Think about the countless entrepreneurs who built empires during recessions. Where others saw disaster, they saw opportunity. Chosen ones carry this same gift in everyday life. Lose a job? They see it as freedom to create something new. Face betrayal? They use it as a lesson to refine who they allow in their inner circle. Encounter failure? They turn it into a stepping stone instead of a gravestone. Their ability to interpret problems as possibilities creates an energy field that draws money and solutions toward them. And this isn't just positive thinking, it's practical. People who look for solutions where others see problems naturally become leaders, innovators, and creators. Wealth flows to those who solve problems, not those who complain about them. Chosen ones know this. They carry an inner conviction that nothing is wasted, and because of that, they keep moving forward when others give up. This is the beginning of something new. Guess which one the universe supports? That's right, the one who dares to see opportunity. And that's why chosen ones attract wealth. They don't chase it, they create conditions for it to appear, even in the darkest moments. But their magnetism isn't just about how they see obstacles. It's also about what drives them at the core. Their compass doesn't point to money itself. It points to something far greater. Ambition alone is a hungry beast. It chases status, recognition, and approval, but never feels full. That's why so many ambitious people burn out, stressed and restless, always hungry for the next milestone. Chosen ones live differently. They operate with purpose. Purpose is rooted not in ego, but in destiny. It's about aligning with something greater than yourself, a mission that pulls you forward instead of you having to push endlessly. When a chosen one wakes up, they don't just ask, "How much money can I make today?" They ask, "How can I fulfill my calling?" This shift makes all the difference. Money then becomes a tool rather than a target. And when you live on purpose, doors begin to open almost effortlessly. The right people appear, resources flow, opportunities align with your path. It's as if the universe itself funds what is authentic and true. Think about it. People who live in ambition might achieve temporary success, but they rarely find peace. They spend their lives climbing ladders, only to realize the ladder was leaning against the wrong wall. Chosen ones, however, climb with clarity. They know what wall they're meant to scale. And because of that, every step counts. And here's the beautiful irony. When you stop obsessing over money and start focusing on purpose, money comes in abundance anyway. Why? Because the universe supports what supports others. Purpose carries a magnetic frequency. It inspires trust, draws collaborators, and sparks momentum. People can feel when someone is working from a deeper calling rather than just shallow ambition. That energy is contagious and rewarding. Chosen ones embody it naturally. And as a result, wealth doesn't just chase them. It chases their mission, their vision, their destiny. But there's more. Purpose gives them inner stability. It allows them to withstand storms, because even when things don't go as planned, they know their path is bigger than the moment. And that stability creates even more attraction, which leads us to another powerful truth. It's not just what chosen ones do. It's the energy they carry into everything. Energy is invisible, but it's the loudest language in the world. You can sense when someone is desperate. You can feel when someone is confident. Chosen ones radiate a calm assurance that says, "I already belong here." This is why money and opportunities flow to them. They move without desperation. While most people chase wealth with anxiety, chosen ones embody wealth before it arrives. It's like walking into a room. One person is trying too hard, begging for approval. Another walks in quietly, yet everyone feels drawn to them. That's energy. Chosen ones cultivate it intentionally. They practice peace. They carry confidence. They align themselves with certainty. And the result is magnetic attraction. People want to work with them. Opportunities want to stick to them. Even money, which often runs away from desperate hands, finds comfort in theirs. This is not mystical fluff. It's practical psychology. Desperation repels because it signals lack. People sense it, and they step back. Confidence attracts because it signals abundance. People sense security and lean in. Money works the same way. Chosen ones don't scream at life to give them more. They calmly live as if they already have enough. And that posture creates flow. Imagine two farmers again. One frantically shouts at his seeds to grow. The other waters calmly, trusting the process. Which one will see the greater harvest? The calm farmer. And so it is with chosen ones. They don't panic in seasons of waiting. They embody abundance until abundance becomes their reality. Their energy whispers louder than desperation ever could. And because they embody peace, they magnetize prosperity. Wealth does not need to be chased when you already radiate the vibration of having it. This is the secret energy chosen ones carry, and it's why money follows them like a shadow. But abundance isn't just about energy. It's also about authority, knowing money's role in your life and never letting it take the driver's seat. Here's the truth most people get wrong. Money was never meant to be worshipped. It was meant to be used. When money becomes your master, it enslaves you with fear, greed, and stress. But when you place it in its rightful position, as a servant, it multiplies your freedom and fulfills your purpose. Chosen ones live by this principle every day. They do not bow to wealth. They do not sell integrity for a paycheck. They do not define themselves by possessions. Instead, they view money as energy, a tool that flows to them for the sake of their calling. It is fire in their hands, dangerous if misused, powerful if managed. They use it to build, to bless, to elevate not just themselves but others. Because they do not idolize money, they never live in fear of losing it. And ironically, that very freedom keeps money coming. When you don't cling to wealth, you create space for more to arrive. When you don't make it your identity, you can't be broken when it leaves. This detachment gives chosen ones incredible power. They remain calm in abundance and in lack. Knowing money is not their source. It is simply a servant to their divine mission. Think of the countless people destroyed by greed, losing families, peace, and dignity in the pursuit of more. Now think of the chosen ones, wealthy, yes, but not enslaved. They hold money with open hands, and because of that, their hands are always ready to receive more. The universe trusts them with abundance because it knows they won't hoard it or worship it. They'll use it as it was meant to be used, to serve a greater purpose. This is the difference between those who chase money endlessly and those who let money chase them. One becomes a slave, the other becomes a master. And chosen ones, they are always masters of money, never mastered by it. One of the most fascinating qualities of chosen ones is their ability to stay silent when it matters most. They don't reveal every detail of their plans, dreams, or personal life to just anyone. Why? Because they understand that not everyone around them is rooting for their success. Some people are waiting for the slightest opportunity to use information against them. Chosen ones instinctively know that their privacy is power. Think about it. When was the last time you heard of someone who shared too much, too soon, and ended up facing unnecessary roadblocks? That's exactly what chosen ones avoid. Instead of announcing every move, they quietly prepare, act in silence, and let their results do the talking. It's this element of surprise that often shocks others when they finally see the outcome. Guarding secrets doesn't mean being distrustful of everyone. It means being wise about who gets access to your inner circle. Chosen ones know that words carry energy, and the wrong person hearing your goals can project doubt or negativity onto them. Protecting that vision is a way of nurturing it until it's strong enough to stand on its own. Another layer to this is spiritual. Many chosen ones believe their mission is divinely guided, and not every revelation is meant for public ears. Timing is everything, and silence gives them space to discern when the right moment comes. If you think about history's greatest leaders and visionaries, most of them worked quietly behind the scenes before presenting their breakthroughs to the world. The lesson here? Silence is not weakness. It's strategy. By keeping their secrets, chosen ones maintain control over their narrative, avoid unnecessary interference, and preserve the mystery that makes them so compelling. And the most intriguing part? That silence sets the stage for their next big move. Because the less others know, the harder it is to stop them. When the world is falling apart around them, chosen ones stand still. This calmness isn't just personality. It's a cultivated strength. While others panic, make rash decisions, or let emotions cloud their judgment, chosen ones have mastered the art of holding steady. Imagine being in the middle of chaos, financial struggles, betrayals, or unexpected failures. Most people lose control, but chosen ones approach such storms like seasoned sailors. They understand that no storm lasts forever, and the best way through is to keep the ship steady. This calm presence not only protects them but also reassures those around them. People naturally trust a leader who doesn't crumble under pressure. This ability to stay composed comes from experience. Many chosen ones have been through hardships that forced them to adapt. They faced enough trials to know that panic only makes things worse. Their resilience is forged in the fire of past struggles, making them unshakable in the present. What makes this trait so powerful is the ripple effect it creates. Calmness under pressure turns into clarity, and clarity leads to better decisions. While others react emotionally, chosen ones respond with wisdom. This often puts them ahead in life because they avoid mistakes born from fear or desperation. And here's the secret. Calmness isn't about pretending everything is fine. It's about trusting the process, believing in divine timing, and knowing that breakthroughs often come right after the darkest moments. So while the world may be spinning in chaos, chosen ones stand firm like unmovable mountains. And that strength under pressure? It's exactly what prepares them for the greatness they're meant to step into. One trait that sets chosen ones apart from the crowd is their hunger for knowledge. They never assume they know it all, because they recognize that the moment you stop learning, you start falling behind. Whether it's reading books, studying new skills, or seeking wisdom from mentors, chosen ones invest in their minds just as much as they invest in their goals. Think about how quickly the world changes. Technology evolves, trends shift, and opportunities appear in unexpected places. Chosen ones don't get left behind because they stay curious. They're always asking questions, digging deeper, and exploring new ways to grow. This isn't just about academic learning, it's about wisdom in life. For instance, while others might waste hours scrolling endlessly online, chosen ones might use that same time to research investments, study spiritual texts, or learn from biographies of people who came before them. They know that every piece of knowledge can become a tool in their journey. But here's the twist. Learning for chosen ones isn't only about gaining facts, it's about transformation. They use knowledge to shift perspectives, strengthen their resilience, and adapt when life throws unexpected challenges. In many ways, their growth mindset makes them undefeatable, because even when they fail, they learn. And that lesson becomes a stepping stone. Their humility also shines here. Instead of acting like they already know everything, they remain open to wisdom from anyone, whether it's a teacher, a stranger, or even an enemy. This openness keeps them evolving long after others have stopped. And the beauty of it all? Chosen ones know that the more they learn, the more they realize how much more there is to uncover. That endless pursuit of knowledge keeps them sharp, adaptable, and always a step ahead. Success has a way of inflating egos, but chosen ones, they understand humility is their shield. Even when life blesses them with wealth, recognition, or influence, they remain grounded. Their humility isn't weakness, it's wisdom, because they know arrogance closes doors, but humility keeps opportunities flowing. Humility also protects relationships. While others may be turned off by pride or entitlement, chosen ones attract loyalty because people respect their down-to-earth nature. It's easy to root for someone who doesn't act like they're above everyone else. And in the long run, that goodwill becomes just as valuable as money or power. Spiritually, humility also aligns with their calling. Chosen ones often see their success as part of a divine plan, not just personal effort. They remain grateful instead of boastful, understanding that everything can be taken away in an instant. Gratitude keeps their blessings multiplying. But don't mistake humility for passivity. Chosen ones are confident in who they are, but they don't flaunt it. They let their actions speak louder than words, and that's what makes them stand out. They shine without needing to announce it. Here's the irony. The more they achieve, the more humble they become. Because they know the higher you rise, the more dangerous it is to lose your footing. Staying humble keeps them steady, balanced, and prepared for even greater things. And that's a lesson we could all use. Because in a world obsessed with showing off, humility is the rare quality that makes chosen ones unforgettable. If there's one defining trait that makes chosen ones unstoppable, it's their refusal to give up. Quitting is simply not in their vocabulary. No matter how many setbacks, rejections, or failures they encounter, they rise again, stronger every time. This relentless drive comes from a deep sense of purpose. Chosen ones believe they're here for a reason bigger than themselves, and that conviction fuels their persistence. Even when the odds are stacked against them, they keep moving forward, because they know breakthroughs often come right after the hardest battles. Every success story is filled with moments of struggle, and chosen ones are no different. The difference is, they see failure as feedback, not finality. Each setback becomes a lesson, each rejection a redirection, and that perspective makes them impossible to stop. What's inspiring about this trait is how contagious it is. When people watch chosen ones rise after being knocked down, it sparks hope in others. Their resilience becomes a living example that no obstacle is permanent. And here's the powerful truth. Chosen ones don't just survive challenges, they use them as fuel. What would destroy most people only pushes them further, because their spirit refuses to break. In the end, it's not talent, luck, or connections that make them unstoppable. It's their unshakable persistence. That's the trait that carries them to the finish line while others give up along the way. We've walked through some of the most powerful traits that make chosen ones truly unstoppable. From guarding their secrets to staying calm under pressure. From constant learning to remaining humble. And never quitting no matter what. These qualities separate them from the rest of the world. But here's the question. Which of these traits do you see in yourself? Maybe you've learned the power of silence. Maybe you've faced storms and stayed calm. Or maybe you're still building that persistence that keeps chosen ones going. I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, which trait of the chosen ones do you connect with the most? And if you're on the journey of becoming one yourself, type, "I'm chosen" in the comments to claim it for your life. Remember, chosen ones aren't born, they're forged in fire. And the same fire that tested you is the one shaping you for greatness.